Hello everyone and welcome to the reflection for Wednesday the 9th of April. I have noticed that our neighbours to the right and the left of us have already cut their grass, and so the season seems to be upon us again. But I can assure all of you that I will not be taking on the responsibility and the onerous task of cutting the grass this year. Bob's broken ankle from last year is fully recovered, and so he will be taking on the task of being the head lawn cutter this year. 2 weeks ago, Val spoke about tulips. Last week, Isabel spoke about daffodils. And my last reflection started with the snowdrop. So, on Friday evening, I attended a Taizé service in the small St Margaret's Chapel in Lunenhead, and during a quiet reflective period I couldn't help but notice the sea of daffodils outside one of the windows, fluttering and dancing in the breeze as in Wordsworth's words. And I thought, how wonderful God's creation is. But today I am going to talk about the Taraxacum genus, known as the dandelion, and lots of us think of dandelion as being a weed. So other names for the dandelion are cankerwort, face clock, Irish daisy, and a couple of others I won't mention, bearing in mind that the dandelion is a diuretic. And dandelions can be seen at the roadside, in parks, in gardens, almost anywhere. The name dandelion derives from the French dents de lion, meaning the teeth of the lion, due to the ragged appearance of the leaves. It originated in Eurasia thousands of years ago and is well established here now. Dandelions are known for their ability to thrive in challenging conditions, even pushing through concrete and returning year after year. This resilience has made them a powerful symbol of strength, hope, determination, and the ability to overcome adversity. So, the definition of a weed is a plant growing where it's not wanted. And the dandelion, for me, certainly falls into this category. I don't value it, and it grows too vigorously. It grows in between the roots of established plants, and it's well nigh impossible to remove it. They grow at the side of and in between paving stones. You get rid of one and another one pops up, and the grass is entirely free of the pests in the evening, but in the morning, with the first sign of sun, there they are again. They tend to overgrow and choke out other established plants if not kept under control. So on Sunday afternoon, I decided enough was enough and decided to clear out the dandelions from between the paving stones on the patio. But by Monday morning, some had the temerity to peep through again, so I obviously didn't do a very good job on Sunday afternoon. But the plants commonly referred to as weeds have benefits for wildlife. Bees and other pollinating insects love dandelions. The flower heads consist of tube-like florets, each containing nectar and pollen. But farmers who are not using pesticides don't like dandelions because they're undesirable plants that grow along with the crops. And the weeds steal nutrients from the crops, and they also occupy space and take water too. Yes, dandelions are generally considered weeds, especially in lawns and gardens, because they are invasive and can spread rapidly. But they can be used for food and medicine. Not only are dandelion greens safe to eat, but they also provide a range of health benefits. All parts of the dandelion plants are edible, from the top of the yellow flower down to the roots. The green leaves of the dandelion can make a healthy addition to salads, sandwiches, omelettes, or anything else you wish to add it to. Dandelions have a long history of use as both foods and medicine, with evidence suggesting their use dates back to ancient times, with documented use in traditional Chinese medicine for over 1,000 years, and in Arabian medicine for liver and spleen issues. But have you ever tried dandelion tea or wine? I can recommend the wine, or you can have dandelion and burdock, a soft drink. But I've read that dandelion is not suitable for everyone because of the potassium content in the dandelion, so just be careful what you're drinking. The dandelion, a quaint yellow-flowered perennial, also known as a herb, disliked by homeowners and gardeners, was once praised for its many useful properties: its roots for medicinal remedies, its flowers for wine, its bitter, earthy leaves for cooking. Similar to chicory, the dandelion's stalk stands tall with its sweet-smelling flower head, which turns into a downy ball of seeds to be carried off with the wind, and its roots have a milky, bitter juice. The common dandelion is well known for its yellow flower heads that turn into round balls of silver-tufted fruit that disperse in the wind, and these balls are called clocks, and the name blowball is also used. Dandelions are more than just weeds. They are a vital part of the ecosystem, offering nectar to pollinators, and they are also known for their deep roots that can break up hard soil, and their seeds are easily dispersed by the wind. I like the idea that the yellow flower resembles the sun, the puffball resembles the moon, and the dispersing seeds resemble the stars. The dandelion flower opens to greet the morning and closes in the evening to go to sleep. Dealing with dandelions in my garden has certainly taught me to be patient. I know I'll never get rid of every dandelion from the garden, and as I've already said, I'm not a keen gardener, but I know this is an activity that many, many people enjoy. So, happy gardening for those of you who enjoy gardening. I love my garden, but I would rather sit in the garden and read a book than do any weeding. So, hopefully, over to Bob for that activity as well. But I was looking at Facebook recently when I saw this post. It was a crowd of bees holding placards which said, "Do not pull spring dandelions," and "Save our food." They are one of the first sources of food for bees. But please, bees, don't worry that I've pulled up a few dandelions, because there are hundreds more dandelions in my garden waiting to pop through. So, have a good week, everyone, and enjoy this lovely weather, and see you next time.